Yes, there we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, or the 0.3% ladies and the 99.7% males, because the audience just skews that way. But I digress. How have you been? Thank you for understanding and your patience for my absence for the last couple of weeks. I have got an entire new system to go live on, so let's see how it goes. If you were checking out the test I did yesterday just on YouTube, well, that was because I had to test it. I think that makes sense. I think you understand why. But tonight is not a test. Tonight is not a hoax. Tonight is not a what is that? Hi, Josie. Have a good one. That's that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep opening. Just be careful, please. All right, that was growing pains. Growing pains there. I forgot what I was saying, but it was going to be leading into we have Apostate Cigars in the house. Okay. The magic was ruined, and they're gonna bring it back, and that's exactly why I had these gentlemen on, because I'm bringing them right now.
Hello.
Now, boys, the intro got a little messed up. Josie is, well, honestly, her is better than me being on the show anyway, because she's gorgeous, and I'm just a random dude.
Whatever, man. It's all good. Things happen. It's fine.
I think it was
That's
great.
100%. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you
Got
lying
the
to me.
job done.
Kendrick, Brandon, Apostate,
Hello.
Cigars, brothers.
Hey,
I
man.
missed you.
Miss you too, man. Been a minute.
It has definitely been, but this is a great time to get in here because we are what 50 days out from PCA.
I'm not counting.
Something like that. Yeah. Oh man. Is
We
that
should probably be counting, but I'm not.
And I'll do it for you. I'll just keep texting you every morning. Hey, it's 48 day, or it's 27
Yeah.
days, whatever it is.
Excellent.
I'm gonna show up to the Oveja Negra booth and I'm gonna whisper behind you, it's PCA time. Like right there behind
please,
you. Yeah.
please do. All right.
So Eduardo, first one in. Thank you so much, and all those already watching, do me a favor, guys, and share it. That always helps. Share it. Tag a buddy who needs have a smoke with us, which is everybody. But I digress. Before we get too far into details of things people want to know, let them get in there. What has been going on for you guys? Anything exciting? Maybe not even cigar related, just anything you want to make sure we touch on before we get too deep in the woods here.
Speaking of deep in the woods, Kendrick's building a fort.
Wait, what?
I am building a fort in the woods. Yes, it's true.
You said deep in the woods. That's the thing that's happening lately.
I kind of love it. Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty exciting. Not cigar related, but I'm sure there will be plenty of cigars smoked in the fort once I build it.
Yeah, if you're gonna build a thing, it's probably gonna end up being cigar related.
Yeah.
At some point.
Cigars are going to be had there. Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing real exciting on my end, man. Little bit of the usual, as they would say.
Just get ready for PCA, and we're getting our new releases in order for the PCA announcement kind of a thing. And I'm happy to talk about those if you want in more detail.
That's exactly what I want.
There's one project I'm not going to tell you about, but the other project I will tell you about, and it's the reason why is you've already had a sneak peek of it. Do you remember the little cigarillos we gave you at PCA?
I do. I love them.
Remember those little guys?
Yes.
That is going to be an officially available Apostate product come PCA. And it's going to be called, the project is called The Lost Pages. And so basically, if you're not familiar, and most people probably aren't, when Joseph Smith was translating the Book of Mormon from the gold plates that he found in the hill, there were 116 pages. The first 116 pages that he translated got lost, essentially. And so the idea was that somebody took them and was like, oh, well, if it's a real translation, then when he retranslates it, it'll be exactly the same.
If I remember correctly, it was one of the wives to one of his first followers, wasn't it?
Sidney
Martin
Rigdon.
Harris, yeah. Sidney
Or
Rigdon, Martin Harris.
Martin Harris. Yeah, it was Martin Harris and his wife.
Yeah. But his wife was the one who was like, well, if we hide these pages and he's a prophet, he should be able to do it again.
Anyway, so, but rather than do that, Joseph just kept translating the book, which happened to have, the gold plates happened to have 2 different records of the same exact time period, conveniently. And
love it when that happens, man.
And so, 116 pages were lost to history. And so that's what this new cigar that we're releasing is called, is Lost Pages. But the name also goes with the actual cigar itself, because the cigar is made from the trimmings and cuttings of our regular production line. There's always a little bit of leftover, when they cut it to size, these, loose leaves, and they save them and put them in a big bin. And when it's full, they made them into these cigars for us. And so our lost pages, if you will, of the main production.
I love that, because I love seeing nothing go to waste. I think it's a really good way to utilize something that is perfectly fine. It's a great product already there. It just didn't happen to fit in, when you're rolling a cigar. There's no reason to just toss it away. You're not just burning. Well, technically, I will be burning them still, but you understand what I'm saying. And I look forward to burning many of your cigars again, especially those cigarillos. I think I grabbed a good handful from you guys when you weren't looking, and I will do that again and again. Promise.
I think
you and everyone else. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they're great. It's basically just a mixture of all of our different great tobaccos that we use in our blends from Tabacalera Palma. And so anyway, yeah, Eduardo asks when they'll be available. They're going to be available and shipping to retailers in April or 1st of May. Basically,
we'll start taking orders in April at PCA.
Well, yeah,
and then should be ready to ship pretty soon thereafter.
Yep, we're just finishing up packaging, which is exciting, and also goes along with the idea of pages. So yeah, we're excited to debut that in full at PCA, but it's a little teaser for you about it anyway.
And then I know you said the other project we can't talk about just yet, but preparation-wise for this, I'm assuming you guys have been, maybe even the month after PCA last year, I've already okay, this is what we got to do. But now that it's kind of, 2 months away, basically, what's the next timeline for you guys? This is obviously it's a little abridged since it's so close, but what does it look like for you guys between now and hitting the floor? And I really appreciate you taking this time with me, because I know you're going to be very busy. That's what I kind of want to emphasize right now. I know you guys have so much to do.
The bulk of it, as long as we have time, when we decide we're going to do something new, which is pretty much every year, because you have to go to PCA with something new, right? So in the fall, we end up in the DR, and we talk about what we want to work on. We brainstorm. We're usually brainstorming all the time anyway. And when we get to the factory in the fall, that's when we're we're putting it into action. We make sure packaging is ready, branding. We got to get the blend locked in so that we can make sure the cigars have enough time to rest, so that we can have samples at the show. So it's, for us, the bulk of it happens over from end of October to PCA, right up to the show. Because you never know, there's always something that's going to go sideways on you. You have to be ready for that. So for us, it's a good 6 months of just being ready, and while doing everything else, right? While running the business and thinking about what's further ahead and further ahead. So yeah, it can be a lot, but it's fun. It's the fun kind of a lot. It's a little stressful, but
yeah, the stage we're in right now is getting our packaging locked in for that.
Very nice. Okay.
The next stage between now and the show is locking in booth design, making sure that the logo looks right on the marquee, figuring out what we're going to display in the booth. So now it's the fine details part.
Understandable, yeah. I mean, especially now that you're at the other booth, though, too. Is there anything? Essentially, I know it's going to be a different experience, but is there anything different that we should expect while we're there, or just more of? It's going to be bigger. It's going to be with a good crowd of people, obviously. I mean, the entire group of Oveja Negra is great peoples. Then obviously they added 2 more good people to the lineup right here.
It's basically the same exact booth that they had last year, which is a new design. They had a new booth for last year. So it's that same exact booth, but there's going to be, an apostate section within that nice big booth. Super excited about it because, we'll be able to, actually sit down with customers and chill. Our booth in the past has been pretty small and we're just standing there, which, is great. Get a lot of FaceTime with customers that way, but it's a lot of time on your feet. It'll be nice to maybe sit down a little bit here and there.
Well, and it's also, this is, we've got the entire Oveja Negra sales force behind us now, which is different because it's always just been Kendrick and I at the show. The first year our wives were there kind of directing traffic. And then we had our buddy Gordon there the year after that directing traffic. Now we've got a 10-person sales force and the entire operations side of Oveja. So you're looking at, 15, 18 people in the booth, just staff basically, which is different. So like Kendrick said, it's going to be nice for us to get a little more FaceTime with cigar media folks like you, get more FaceTime with that customer you haven't seen in a while that maybe needs a little TLC. You can talk to them for a minute and not feel so pulled in 20 different directions. So it's going to be a different vibe for sure.
We're excited about it.
No, that makes perfect sense, and I'm very excited to see that in full effect. Especially because last year, every time I went to the booth, they kind of started kicking me away a few times. Oh no, we're too busy. Get out of here! It's a container of salt, kind of throwing it at me like on Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Just get out of here!
Probably Derek, right? Derek threw something at you.
Just a little bit, but it's you have to have salt in your system anyway. So where am I complaining? Anyway. Being so, oh my gosh, I had a question coming in here. Talking about customers, doing a little TLC. Do you see a lot of guys wanting to pull you guys towards more events before or after PCA? Trying to get those numbers right beforehand, seeing what's going to be needed, or do you kind of try to keep it a little lighter, the schedule right before and after, just so you have that time? You're not on the road as much. Or is it just keep going?
Kind of however it shakes out. Because at PCA, that's when everyone's getting their calendars out, right? And they're like, all right, hey, man, when can we get you in town? So that the rest of the year is going to have some stuff lined up. For us, like, we're going to Las Vegas like 3 days after we get back from New Orleans to do an anniversary event at Low Side Cigars in Pahrump. So it's when it's go time, it's go time. That's the job. So
I do love that. Yeah. And especially being in Vegas, I guess it's not, it could be a worse place.
There are worse towns. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could have to come to Tulalip and hang out with me, but it's whatever. It's fine.
I've been to Tulalip and it ain't that bad.
I've heard a couple of times, like, oh yeah, the guy from Apostate was here trying to make people wear his underwear or something. It's good stuff.
I made no one do anything. That was all wildly voluntary.
Oh no, it's 100%. It's a good group of people here. They will absolutely wear the swag. Oh, here's a good question. All right, let me pull this up, and then I will talk to Billy's comment of ice. Any events, in the Philadelphia area that you guys can think of?
Nothing on the books right now, but that will be changing soon. So Levi Lucas is our rep out there in PA, and he and I are going to be slinging together a little road trip in June. So no official date, but first week of June should be in that area.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, that's a good way to kick off summer.
Hell yeah.
Making a bad joke, Miguel, be grateful they did not send ice. Only kidding. Thank you so much. I've heard that joke plenty. All right, it's not going to stop either. Just be safe out there, people.
Have you guys sort of labia?
One more time.
I was just looking at the comment. It's it's not a prostate cigars. It's not prostate cigars. And I'm like, well, have you ever tried our sort of labia? Which other?
Oh my god,
it's so fun, especially on the East Coast when you walk into a lounge. Everyone's like, "Oh, prostate cigars. Oh, they got that sort of labia." Calm down.
That's well. I guess the accent does fit it.
Honestly, I'm happy that people found something sexual in it. Honestly.
Yeah. Why not? 100%. Look, if it makes them talk about the brand, that's fine.
It's great. Yeah.
I thought that was the idea from the beginning. There's nothing not sexual about this cigar.
I mean, smoking a cigar in and of itself is kind of a sexual act.
Trying to be sexy, yes.
Yes.
It does require you lower the lights a little bit. You throw a little bit of Marvin Gaye on in the background and just go to town.
Honestly,
and then put a phallic object between your lips. Yeah.
That cigar, speaking of the sort of Laban, that cigar is like definitely a cigar that you need to tease the flavor out of. You got to pay attention.
Take it slow. Yeah.
Slow it down. And then she really opens up.
Yeah, I'm actually not going to smoke this one until I can take it to a nice steak dinner beforehand. But, it's just what I like to do.
Yeah, that one's a slow smoker. If you try and smoke it too fast, you don't get the full experience.
That is a really good thing to bring up, too. I think
it should be noted that Kendrick smokes a Corona in like 90 minutes. He's a slow smoker.
I'm not judging.
I'm jealous.
When we're on road trips, let's see. I lit up a sort of Laban when we left my house, and I was still smoking it like 2.5 hours. We were well into Idaho by the time that
I was on my third cigar, and he was still smoking his fucking sort of Laban. Yeah,
that's impressive, sir.
It's impressive. I'm jealous.
But you know what? That is a solid point, though. Maybe you don't have to smoke that slowly out there, guys, but slow it down. The idea is not a sprint or a marathon for that matter. It's a stroll in the park. Enjoy yourself.
You should never light up a cigar if you're in a hurry.
No, it doesn't make much sense.
The tobacco likes to burn at a lower temperature, so those oils and flavor compounds can vaporize rather than incinerate. And so, for real, when you slow it down, you get more flavor, for real.
100% makes sense. And I know a lot of people like to talk about pairings and stuff, but I've always felt that if you enjoy something and you have it with a good cigar, you're going to enjoy both a little bit more. So I don't usually like, oh, you have to drink this or you have to pair it with that. But one pairing I would love to hear from you guys is more on the media side. If you're going to hang out at the house, let's go back to the sort of Laban here for a second. Laban, what are you watching? What piques your interest for that 2.5 hours?
What am I watching for?
Yeah, what are you gonna watch?
What are you watching if you're hanging out by yourself and smoking? Are you gonna watch something, listen to something? What are you doing?
Oh, or listen, yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're not talking about the cigar. We're talking about what we're doing while we're smoking the cigar.
100%.
Yeah, what's on the TV or what's on the speakers? What are you doing?
I sit in silence.
It's true.
100%. All right. What about lights? And do we turn the lights completely off so you can just see the cherry once in a while?
No, but most of my cigars are smoked in here in this office, and the lights are naturally kind of at a perfect level.
They're pretty low in the office, yeah.
Yeah,
that's look good.
Yeah, it's rare that we have anything on the speakers when we're in there. Sometimes I'll turn something on if I'm working on a spreadsheet and I need to zone out. But if I'm at home, like at night, most nights, just relaxing. Depends on the mood, man. I'll watch a TV show. Right now, I got the Cavs Knicks game on. It depends what's in season, right? If my kids are around and they think they're going to beat me at Call of Duty, I'll fire up the PlayStation and show them,
Oh, very smart. Yeah.
who pioneered Call of Duty before they were born, stuff like that.
This younger generation needs to learn.
They're playing Street Fighter. So.
Yeah, Kendrick, real good at Street Fighter. Real good.
That is, we're gonna have to get all the different owners who think they can play and have a tournament to see which cigar brand holds the title the best.
Kendrick will win. Kendrick will win. I promise.
I'm gonna make one of those WWE style belts for this, and I'm gonna get everyone together.
And we're gonna do a bracket, and we're gonna, yeah, man, absolutely.
Whole thing. Actually, if you guys are in the comments, put what game you would want to see. Then we'll try to make it more fair so everyone has a chance.
Street
Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Just like no, only Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Street Fighter.
Some money.
It's fine. Any version of Street Fighter. I'm good with the original, like Street Fighter 2.
Boom. See,
whatever
options.
Ooh, oh, the gauntlet's been thrown down here, and I'm very happy to see it picked up.
What about you? What are you watching? What are you listening to? What's your go-to?
Oh man, if I have my time, it's I don't watch a whole lot of sports while I'm smoking. Usually when I'm at the lounge at a going, sure, yeah, hanging out with everybody, I love that. But movies, it's actually Kyle from Smoke and Revelry is
Little Kyle.
Yeah. I know you know that guy, that nerd.
I fucking know Kyle, yeah.
Are you talking about that nerdy Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
that dork. Yeah, man.
That jabroni. Oh. But no, he'll throw me a lot of really terrible but funny horror movies, and I can't get enough of that stuff. Really, really bad horror movies, I'm a big fan of.
Fantastic.
And terrible old kung fu movies. I'll watch those all day long.
Dude, yeah, you can't turn them off. It's that train wreck. Like, you can't look away. Oh, look who's here. It's Coleman.
This guy.
Like the stove.
Well, yeah, that is true. But I got to get you on sometime soon, sir. Like, he always turns me down. He never wants to be on camera with me. It hurts my heart.
He's shy, which is a shame because he's so damn pretty.
Well, and he has
a handsome dude.
Things to say too.
Yeah.
So also, maybe you should come on,
You should.
Coleman.
Don't be shy, Coleman.
You should see how long it takes me to get him to do an interview at PCA. Like, all right, it's your turn. I don't know.
Yeah, but you got so James right there, though. Yeah, I mean, if you walk in and you need an interview, James like, okay, homie, let's go. Okay, dude, let's do it, dude.
I'm so tired of bugging him every time I go to the booth. Like, oh, I need to talk to you again, James.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it.
I think so. Oh, so we have yeah, man, I hate doing interviews at good times. You do a great job, Coleman. You do 100% great job. And I believe, I think all three of us, I'm pretty sure we'll be at PCA.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, indeed.
If you guys weren't going, I just wouldn't go. Like, nah, forget it. This year's not. It's not important.
Why bother? Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Being I don't know if it's going to be back in Vegas next year. No, like if they're switching it again. But I'm not going to travel all the way to New Orleans to not see you guys. Like, I digress. But as cool the town is it takes like 10 to 15 points less if you guys aren't there. Just is what it is.
Fucking love you, man.
But okay. Like you said, Vegas in June. Is there any events that have happened recently that you're like, man, I really like the way they set this up? Or if there's a new experience that you've got to do? Because a lot of events are pretty boilerplate. You have your cigars. Do you have some kind of pairing with it or food? Maybe some live music once in a while I've seen. But is there anything that you've seen a store owner or lounge owner do that's like, man, I wish more people might take this into consideration?
Yeah, a lot of my accounts up in Idaho we've been doing basically, you've got the standard sales event that's going to happen either way, right? But either before or after the sales event, we do a ticketed portion that's a little more exclusive. You pay, anywhere, it depends on what you're getting with the ticket, but it's anywhere, 35 to $60, gets you a cigar, maybe a drink or two, and then some sort of education. So we've been doing a blending seminar is something that I've done a few times. We've done pairing seminars where you're going to talk about, what cocktail goes with your Apostate cigar. So I think what's interesting and what I would love to see more of, and I think the consumers feel the same way, is pairing education with those events. Because you can show up and get a T-shirt with your box purchase anywhere. But how are you adding value for the retailer? How are you adding value for the consumer beyond the free shit? What are they going to take away from what happened that day that helps them down the road as a consumer? So I think that's been really cool. Been seeing a lot of that.
Very nice. Yeah, I think that's a really good. I think a lot of avid smokers nowadays really do love the informational side of the experience. It's wonderful to relax, but I feel like you appreciate it the more you know. And being such an artisanal product, one of the last few really out there, it's wonderful to understand what kind of effort and what kind of expertise needs to go into making these things as incredible as they are. And this is not just because you guys are here, but I do love the entire lineup of Apostate. There's not a cigar that I won't smoke out of the bunch. And it's nice to hear what it takes to get to that kind of level.
Yeah.
And there are a couple other brands I could say the same thing about, but it's the same thing. I want to learn more as we go. And that's why I love having you guys on. And I'm rambling a little bit here, but it is a service to be done because you are spending the money on a product that you like. Why not take it to that next level? Why not get a little further in? Just a little bit more. Just experience. Yeah. Just enjoy yourself. That goes from just that little.
Well, and as Allison mentioned in the comments, if you come to an Apostate event, odds are you're going to get some underwear from us. So that's new and different too.
I mean, I've never had any. I still don't have underwear on today. I haven't worn underwear in 2.5 years.
It's wild.
But for those of you who just got on, we're going to be debuting a new line of cigar mitts at PCA. We're going to have men's and women's options. So
no more one size fits all boxers. It's catered. We listen, we receive feedback, and we adapt. And that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And the fact that you call it cigar mints makes me very happy. I'm going to be using that word from now on. Oh, I just got a new cigar mint today. Oh, but it's the wrong size. Oh, I'm wearing my cigar mint sweater. The weather must be getting colder out there. We're going to have to add that into the dictionary at some point.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So, and then there is something that you guys said we can't really talk about just yet. Saving for the show. Totally understand that. But if there is a detail, has that been? I'm guessing longer than the 6 months that we talked about preparation. Probably.
I mean, I guess we can probably tell you that we're trying to release something in October. Details about what that is, where it came from, how it was made. That's all at PCA. So we'll do, the half wheel press release and all that once we're at the show. If you're at the show, you'll get to see it. So yeah.
Yeah. We'll have it on display at PCA, shooting for an October release, and it's going to be a limited edition cigar, and that's about all we can say about that.
And also, not scared to say that we're updating our packaging a little bit, and you'll see that at PCA as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I like that. I do love the packaging already, though. I love how the boxes include the blends. I really think a lot of people appreciate that, especially like watching consumers go through the humidor and then they take a second to stop and read, like, oh, okay, so now I actually know what's in this guy. I don't have to like feel awkward asking a question. And you can always ask me a question if I'm working, guys. Even if I'm not working, I'm here. If you want to know something about a cigar, and if I have the information, I'm going to give it to you, or I'm going to find it. But the fact that I
it's
can
nice for
literally
the tobacconist. Yeah.
right, it's right there. I do a few of those, like a Vanna White kind of situation. It's beautiful. It really is.
The
So,
current packaging isn't going away, but we'll be debuting a different option for the retailers that want it.
oh, very nice.
Let's call
Can
it
I
a more
suggest-
premium option. Yeah.
Can I suggest 2 busts of each of your guys' heads so you can like use them as bookcases or book holders, and then the cigars in between?
That's funny that you said
Interesting.
that. That's funny.
Interesting.
No.
Interesting. Yeah. Stay
Well,
tuned.
here's one more thing I can tell you about the limited release, special release that we're announcing. The display case for the cigar to contain casts of me and Brandon's faces.
So was I on the money?
Yeah. Kind of, but it's different than what you're thinking. It's you'll see. You'll see. It's very
I swear to
specific.
God.
Yeah.
I swear to God, guys, if you made sex dolls, I'm leaving. I'm gonna cancel this.
No, well, you don't ruin the surprise.
Oh no. Oh God. Oh, we've gone into a deep zone that you know what? I'm following into it. John,
I was gonna say we should make we could do the mask with our mouths open so you could put a cigar in there, but I don't trust people on what they would put in there, so we're not gonna do that.
Defeats the purpose of the kind of mask we're making.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very fair. There's yeah, like, oh God, I don't know if you guys saw that, but when they did the latest Aliens movie, they released a limited popcorn.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And everyone's just like, well, do we know what this looks like to everybody, right?
And with the Dune popcorn bucket, did you see the one for Dune? It was the sandworm, and it had a little.
Oh yeah, I had to buy 3 of them. Just in case. Oh, no, I was kidding. What? I didn't say that.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to put your hand in there.
Oh, well, you shouldn't put a lot of things in there, guys. But people are people out there. You gotta be careful. Well, bringing these guys to Frightmare, that would be an incredible experience. Richard brings up an event that I am trying to go to in May. Texas Frightmare Weekend is a horror convention that we literally we'll do horror things, and then we hang out at the patio at this hotel and smoke cigars and drink for 3 nights in a row. It is a wonderful time.
When is this? Where? When?
Oh, it's in Fort Worth in May. Hey, Richard, send me the dates real quick. Can you put those on for me? Because I'm blanking on the actual weekend.
The info. Yeah, dude.
Speaking of, somebody was asking where they can get Apostate in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Do we have anything in that area?
No.
So go talk to your favorite retailer that you go to all the time and say, hey, I'd love to see Apostate on these shelves. And then ask them if they're going to PCA. And if they are, tell them to come find us, find our booth and come talk to us.
So you've got me and you've got our rep in Texas, Jody Hatley. Neither of us are strangers to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The rest of Texas is adopting Apostate rapidly. Dallas-Fort Worth is going a little slow, but we're going to turn that around this year. So definitely wherever they shop, go bug them. Be like, why don't you have Apostate yet?
If you guys want to smoke our stuff, go bug your retailer about us.
Well, hey,
if a retailer knows they have a built-in customer base, they're going to say yes. So go bug your retailer. Absolutely. In the meantime, shoot over to Waco and grab them from Honeycomb, or down to Austin and grab them from Smoker's Abbey. There's a couple more places, but
if you go on our website, click on the retailers, it'll show you a list of all of our stores in Texas, and you can just pick whichever one.
I do love that. And sometimes it's great things take time. So it's going to be a slow. But if you had to choose a place, well, just go U.S. right now because it just makes it a little easier. Is there anywhere that the growth has been like, man, this is phenomenal. We got really good support in such and such region. Doesn't have to be state by state. You can do like this particular city if you want.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, PA is balling out hard for Apostate. That's our number 1 market. Las Vegas is a very strong market. Any city in Idaho with a cigar shop carries Apostate. So PA was Utah. Pennsylvania was our number 1 market last year. Idaho was number 2. Utah and Nevada were like tied for 3rd. So it's it's spreading out. It's nice.
I love that, and I'm gonna have to work a little harder so Washington becomes on that list. I want to see that.
Washington's on the list, man. Absolutely.
It is well received here. I will say everyone I've talked to about Apostate, everyone who's willing to try it out has nothing but good things to say. And it's an easy, again, I feel like I'm just stroking egos here, but it's an easy sell. They are great cigars at a great price point. It's wonderfully easy to sell.
Yeah, we wanted it to be an easy sell. We come from the retail side, you know what I mean? So using retail experience and trying to solve retail problems kind of makes it hopefully a no-brainer for a retailer. But Washington was an early adopter, man. Washington is part of what put Apostate on the map. So you're definitely on the list.
So solving those problems, though, was underwear a big problem in the industry before? I didn't realize.
Absolutely. You know it was. Talk to any rep who's been on the road for 4 days and tell me underwear is not a problem.
Oof, that is an excellent point. I guess, my life of just not using them has left me blinded to these problems. Oh, whatever. I got to step outside my ivory box.
I'm learning so much about you.
What do you call it? It's the internet. No one's going to listen anyway. It's fine. No one knows this.
No one's watching.
Every person I give an Apostate cigar asks where I can get them. Absolutely, Eduardo. Yeah, because they are phenomenal. And that brings me back to one of my favorite, no, not one of my absolute favorite Candela being the Feathered Serpent. It is a wrapper that I usually don't gravitate towards. And then I smoked it and I realized I had been missing out because this is fantastic. And it gave me an opportunity to try other ones as well. And not that any of them have been disappointing, they just haven't been as good. And that, not saying that there's bad ones, which there's always a cigar that not everyone's gonna like. Personal preference, you're gonna like ones better than others. My personal preference, the Feathered Serpent, is where I'm gonna smoke my Candelas. That's what's gonna happen.
You know what's funny is I will say, and this isn't hubris, I will say we probably led the charge a little bit when we blended the Feathered Serpent so deliberately, and it wasn't about a Candela. It was about a good cigar that happened to be a Candela. Now you're seeing a lot more people paying attention to how they're doing it. If you look at Romacraft, excellent Candela from them. I think it's a little more limited than ours, but it's fantastic Candela. And I'm not saying that we inspired Skip to do a Candela. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I think people are paying more attention because now you can see that if you do something on purpose instead of just slapping a Candela wrapper on an existing blend, it can be a really good cigar.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. And I think you did. I think you said that. Like this was 100% because of those guys over at Apostate, and he shook his fist in the air a couple of times like that.
No. The last person I want coming for me is Skip Martin. We're not saying that.
No. Oh my God. What do you call it? No, he's got a good sense of humor.
I love Skip. He's great.
Yeah.
That's special and unique and can't be replicated because the wrapper, the Candela wrapper on that cigar was grown for this project. It's a Corojo leaf grown on Hochi's farm in Jacagua in the Dominican Republic. And he grew it just for this project. And there's no other cigar with that wrapper on it. It has a very unique quality that is hard to, I haven't seen its equal.
I would have to agree with that. Yeah, that is 100%. I did not realize that about the leaf though. That's incredible.
Yeah, proprietary wrapper, and then you've got a San Andres binder. And then you've got all Dominican filler. We didn't use any Ligero in that blend. So that one, it burns a little slower. You want to take your time with it. You probably even relight once or twice while you smoke that cigar, but it's worth it. It's not going to hurt the cigar. So, but everything about it was very intentional. So,
I love that. The intent behind it is something I love. You know, it plays off the idea of like something done or something worth doing is worth doing right, and it absolutely was done right. So I'm thankful you guys put that out because it is.
Well, the goal for all of our blends was to create a cigar that we didn't want to stop smoking.
That's literally the goal. When we're in the blending room, we're not done blending until it's a cigar that we don't want to put down. That's literally the finish line.
Yep.
So
and you know, we went through that same process with the Feathered Serpent. We went through several iterations before we finally were like, yes, I don't want to stop smoking this. And
yeah.
Well, that is fantastic. Is there any leaf or blend yet that you guys like? Well, I really want to play with this. It just hasn't happened yet.
Of course.
All of them. Yeah, man. I mean, there's so much. There's more that we haven't used than we have, right? So, yeah, dude, we're lucky that we're tied in with James over in Nicaragua now at Oveja Factory because we can go over there and hopefully play with that tobacco and see what's good. It gives us an opportunity to. Our favorite part is the creative process, specifically the blending. For me, I don't know if it's the same for Kendrick, probably. But when we're blending, that's when I feel the most tapped in to what we're doing. So that's really where the joy comes from, you know, is holy shit, man, we just made something and now we're going to share it with other people. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff we want to work with. Hopefully we get to.
Yep.
Love that. And I am very excited to see what's coming in October and excited to bring people information when it comes in April. At PCA, man. That is going to be a highlight for me right there. Is there anything New Orleans related that's not work that you want to try to do while you're there? Because I know it's a beautiful city and there's a lot of wonderful history. But do you have even just a moment for yourself?
I'm gonna find that vampire bar. If it's
we're gonna find it, dude. Yeah, last year we went on a little side quest. Kendrick found that there's this like speakeasy vampire bar that you can only get to if you go to the right actual bar and ask them where it is. So we went on. It's like a speakeasy. Yeah.
It's just like a normal, like, you know, it's like a souvenir shop.
Yeah.
And you have to ask for a specific item, and if you ask for that item, they take you down to a speakeasy bar where people who claim to be real life vampires go and drink.
We went on a side quest on the last night of New Orleans at PCA, trying to find it. And we were wandering the French Quarter till like 3 a.m. before we found out that they closed at like midnight.
Oh, shit.
So we didn't find it, but that's definitely a side quest. For me, I like just fucking walking around and seeing what you see. Like New Orleans is one of those cities where you don't have to have a plan. You just show up and you start walking. And cool stuff happens, and I'm stoked for that.
Bump into somebody that you know, like,
yeah.
That's what I love about New Orleans. We wander in the street. Oh my god, it's my buddy, it's my buddy everywhere buddies.
Yeah, I bumped into Kara from Drew Estate like 4 different times. We bumped in, Matt Sass. Like you see people out and about. That's what's cool about New Orleans over Vegas is you're in Vegas, you're in like 2 different spots. And you're fighting for drinks, you're fighting for FaceTime. New Orleans, you just walk around and see people, and everyone's like, "Hey, it's Brandon. Let's talk for 10 minutes, and then go get more drinks." It's cool. I love New Orleans.
I found that out very quickly. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was complaining because like, oh, Vegas is so much closer. Makes sense to move around. No, I was the wrong headset or the wrong mindset at the time.
Yeah,
now
Vegas is Vegas. It's always going to give you Vegas, right? New Orleans is, dude, there's so much going on there. There's so much happening in New Orleans at all times. Love that town.
Oh, definitely true. And I would like to be included on this vampire bar hunt for next.
You're coming with us. You're coming with us. Yeah, we're going.
Last time.
Yeah, we need you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Well,
met somebody in the street that I think knew where it was. It was like this gypsy lady that was telling fortunes.
She was doing like palm readings and shit. Yeah.
And I was going to go back and do my palm reading, but when I went back to do it, she was gone. And the location of the bar remains a mystery.
oh, that sounds like a beginning of a good movie right there.
Dude, it's
But
gonna be so. Yeah.
I imagine you talking to her, and then you turn around, then she disappears.
I'm going to find it.
We're gonna find it. I'm almost scared to find it, but we're gonna find it.
Yeah, I think.
What are you scared of? You scared of being a vampire snack?
No, like if they're gonna snack on me, like convert me. You know what I mean? Like I want to be a vampire. I don't want to be on the buffet. I want to be, like initiate me.
It's gonna make traveling for events a little harder, but I think you could pull it off.
No, we got it.
Yeah. You just gotta roll with the punches or the bites, I guess.
Do vampires enjoy cigars?
We're gonna find out.
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to rewatch the entire Twilight series just to check it out and see if there's.
I mean, vampires are creatures of appetite, right? So
Twilight series is not going to give you an accurate representation of vampires.
It doesn't give you an accurate representation of
You
movies.
need to dive into the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, if you want, like New Orleans vampire lore is Anne Rice. Anything Anne Rice, she's all New Orleans vampire lore. Just saying.
Wait, is that? Did she write Interview with the
Vampire?
Yeah, that's my favorite vampire movie.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, love that one.
I've never actually
I think
seen it.
She might be a vampire.
If she is, then sign me up. Yeah, then I'm on board. Watch Interview with the Vampire. It is worth. I think it's almost close to between 2.5 and 3 hours, but it's worth.
Oh, it's so good.
It's great.
So good. Yeah.
I know they did like a series or something, which I haven't checked out, but the series is a lot more faithful to her books. The movie was kind of like, okay, cool. The book is a good idea. Let's take that story and do our own shit. But the series is very, very book accurate, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, I do like that. Actually, speaking of books, I've been trying my best to get more books in this year. I got my audio books going just because I like to walk and listen a lot. If take a little side tangent here, is there any books that you guys would recommend for the people out there? Is there anything that kind of like touch the heartstrings a little bit?
You want to tug the heartstrings?
Or just something that definitely you would recommend?
I got one for you. Go ahead, Kendrick.
What are we talking about here? Sorry, I was zoning out for a second. What was the question?
Book recommendations. Recommendations.
Oh, book recommendations. Oh, geez. My book list is pretty boring to the average reader, I would think. I read a lot of like Carl Jung and books on human development and things like that. For those interested in that, I could recommend some stuff. But
yeah, Kendrick's very good at material that focuses on the self and humanity and philosophy and all that. I'm way better at escapism because I hate it here. I'm in the middle of my annual read of the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. It's a high fantasy series. If you think The Hobbit, kind of the same idea, but for me it's better because it's more expansive. It's 15 books, and I'm on book 11 right now. I always start in December, and I just read till I'm done every year, and I've done that for like 6 years. So that's my favorite fantasy series.
Sounds like a to me.
Right now, I'm embracing my wokeness, and I'm doing for Black History Month. Black as Fuck History by Michael Harriot. He's a black author who's kind of telling you the shit they skipped over in high school history. The black experience, the perspective of that side of our culture. that this country is built on. And so I'm trying to lean into Black History Month a little, broaden my horizons, gain new experience. So it's really good. It's really good.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that's a part of what books are supposed to be, is to broaden your horizons. So,
Bro,
yeah,
it's so good. It's depressing as fuck, but it's so good.
Well, yeah, there's a gentleman who wrote, I forget his name, but it's and the sun still shines, is
Mhm.
about a gentleman who was wrongfully imprisoned, and that is a very depressing but very well wrote book. My goodness. And it's those kind of stories need to be told. You know,
Yeah,
books
man.
worth
Yeah.
listening.
Make you ask questions, and question things are always good.
Yeah, living in an echo chamber is not why we're here. I'm not here to have my foundation reinforced. I'm here to have a challenge. So, you know.
On that matter, though, again, guys, if you're out there, you should be smoking Apostate cigars. Everyone loves them, and if that is an echo chamber, I will live in, and I'm not wrong. So, whatever, it's fine.
We love them.
Touche.
I would hope so. Yeah. But all right, we're coming towards the end, guys. But we'll go with a higher note before we leave with depressing fuck books. But what is something that you want to make sure people know before we close out? Is there anything that we might have skipped over? Like, hey, wait, we've got to make sure this gets out to the people.
Well, we've already talked about our releases coming up and what we can say about those. Our new packaging. I would just say, if you haven't smoked our full line, pick something you haven't smoked and give it a go. If you can't find it at your local retailer, ask for it.
Love that.
Okay.
Bug your local retailer. Yeah. I do find, now that you said that, Kendrick, a lot of times when people come to an event and they tell me what they like to smoke, I will recommend one of our blends based on what they're telling me they like. And I think branching out from that is on all of us. Definitely smoke what you like, but try something you're not sure about, especially when it comes to Apostate. We've got 8 different blends now in 2 sizes. There's no excuse to not stretch your palate.
I love that. That is 100% true.
There's
It
cigar
never hurts
for
to
every smoker in our lineup. I'm convinced of that.
Oh, I believe it. I 100% believe that.
There's a cigar for every smoker. I agree. Yep.
You call it, guys. And then, all right, I think that's a good spot to close it up right there, guys. So what I'm going to say is, everyone out there, like they said, bug your retailers if they're not already in your area. Guys, thank you so much for hopping on. Thank you for being a sponsor.
Our pleasure.
I cannot wait to see you in April in one of the best cities in the world. Who could ask for more?
Nah, man. Not me.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, dude.
You all out there, stay safe. Let me know what you thought about the new time. I'm thinking about switching over just because Mondays are a little congested as far as cigar media goes. But I'm loving seeing you all on Tuesday, and I can't wait to have these guys back on again.
Tell your boss we said hi.
Yeah. I'm not talking to him anymore because after our conversation, I want more feathered serpents. I don't have feathered serpents, and he's gonna get the cold shoulder for a little bit. I'm just gonna
just pout, dude.
I'm gonna go sit in the corner right now and do that, like a child. Oh. Anyway, yes, if you guys want to, you guys can try them out. Come over to Sacred Smoke so you can smoke them here with me, and I will absolutely let you know what I think of them. I'll give you all the details when I'm not talking to these guys. Oh no, they're actually terrible cigars. They're horrible across the board. No, you're gonna find something you love. I promise you that. Guys, thank you so much. Let you all go for tonight, but stay safe out there, and I will see you next Tuesday. Have a good one.
See you later.